And today in Simple or Not Kitchen, we're sharing with you the easiest recipe we've ever done here in Simple or Not Kitchen. We're making pistachio butter, and this recipe is so easy, you only need one ingredient, just pistachios, that's it. And this nut butter is so versatile. We are using pistachios, but you could use any kind of nut that you prefer. And I know it has a funny brown color, but if you can get past the color, this stuff is really delicious. And we're going to start with about 2 cups of shelled nuts. Of course, you can buy the nuts already shelled. I tend to buy them in the shell, so we're going to remove each nut from the shell. Then we're going to place our nuts on a baking sheet. Then we're going to pop our pistachios into a 350-degree oven for about 5 minutes. We're just going to warm them up. And once they are out of the oven and a little bit cooled, we are going to put them into a food processor. This is the fun part. And with the nuts in the food processor, we are just going to grind them on low for several minutes. And after a few minutes, this is what the nuts will look like. They'll start to be a little bit ground up, but the oils haven't been released yet. So we're going to put the cover back on and keep going. This part of the process does take a while. And after a few minutes, you can see the texture is starting to change just a little. The oils are starting to come out, but the nuts haven't quite formed into a nut butter just yet. So we're going to keep going. So this process does take a while, and you may have to occasionally stop the food processor and scrape down the pistachios. But after a few minutes, the nuts will start to resemble a nut butter. And we're going to just keep scraping and processing until we have the right consistency. And if you like your nut butter a bit on the crunchy side, now would be a good time to stop. However, we want it a little bit smoother, so we are going to keep it going in the food processor just a little bit longer. And when it's finished, it should look a little bit like this, sort of like a thick peanut butter. And I do know the color is a little bit funny. We used pistachios, so it comes out sort of a green-brown. But if you can look beyond the color, this stuff is truly delicious. Thank you for watching Simple or Not Kitchen. For recipes, articles, and more video, go online to PennellCentral.com.